The Mists of Glen Strae, a Highland romance of Tudor Scotland. The Highland Ballad Series Book 2. Written by Kristin Gleeson. Narrated by Linda Mcdade. Chapter 1. The trees were dark and closing in on Abby. She swayed on her horse, conscious that the weight of her body seemed more than she could manage. The murmur of a soft but drenching rain filled the air as it fell against the leaves. Any protection the trees might have provided had long since disappeared under the rain's determined and persistent fall. Though it was early summer, Abby was drenched and chilled to the bone. Her dress hung in heavy damp folds, and her hair, a mass of soaked clumps, fell loose about her neck. The glorious golden red colour, now a dark rust. It was only her back that was dry, protected by the lute slung across it in its leather bag. The light had faded almost completely, and all she could see now through the drips that gathered on her lashes were long shadows of branches and shrubs. Ahead the ground sloped upwards, and the trees opening up to sky and the rough terrain that signalled bogland. As she drew nearer, the light improved only a little. It was clear that dusk had descended, and night would soon be upon her. Should she leave the dubious shelter of the trees, or venture forth into the unknown and potentially dangerous ground? She edged her horse into the uneven terrain to survey more closely what lay ahead of her. She narrowed her eyes, straining to see through the dim light. Was that a small cottage in the distance, perched against the hillside? She saw some movement, and made out a few cattle grazing casually on the pitiful bits of grass available. Someone seized her arm and pulled her off the horse. She fell, jarring her shoulder against a hidden rock when she hit the ground. The rest of her was cushioned by the spongy bog grass. Automatically, she reached behind her to check the lute. It was safe. "Who are ye?" a voice demanded. She looked up and brushed the wet hair out of her eyes. Several faces peered at her, clad in an assortment of wet, straggly hair, beards, plaids, boots, and bare feet. She made an effort to mask her fear. Did these men belong to the Laird at Glenorchy? She didn't recognize them, but...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?